Sleep paralysis lies somewhere within the shadowy realm between slumber and the waking world. A chilling state where consciousness becomes trapped in a haunting void of immobility. Those ensnared within its grip are paralyzed, silent, while nightmarish apparitions born of the darkest recesses of the mind loom menacingly over them. This spine-tingling condition has intrigued and terrified humans for centuries, giving birth to numerous myths and legends across cultures. Delving into its science, cultural implications, and personal experiences can shed light on a condition that blurs the boundaries between the dreaming and waking worlds. Throughout history, various cultures have ascribed sleep paralysis to supernatural causes. In many cultures, the vivid hallucinations that often accompany this condition have been interpreted as malevolent spirits, witches, or demonic entities. In the tapestry of Western folklore, sleep paralysis has been interwoven as mysterious nocturnal attacks, often thought to be due to sinister entities intent on causing distress or harm. The sensations associated with sleep paralysis, especially the feeling of pressure on the chest, the sense of an evil presence, and vivid hallucinations, have given birth to a plethora of myths and tales. The term nightmare originates from Old English and was once exclusively used to describe the sensation of being ridden by a malevolent spirit. The word mare itself arises from the Proto-Germanic maron, which means goblin or incubus. Similar terms can be found across Germanic languages, the German mar, the Old Norse mara, and the Swedish mora, all of which are associated with nightmarish supernatural beings. The mare is often depicted as a spirit or demon that sits on the chests of sleeping individuals, rendering them paralyzed and suffocating them. Although primarily an invisible force, when the mare was given a physical form in folklore, it was often a woman, sometimes hag-like, or as a ghastly apparition. In some legends, the mare could also transform into animals, such as horses, cats, or even birds, to more effectively ride or torment its victims. The mare and its nocturnal torments have left a significant mark on European folklore. Many tales and legends from different regions recount the experiences of individuals ridden by this entity, often framing it as a test of one's spiritual fortitude or as a sign of malevolence directed at the sufferer. Other supernatural beings commonly associated with sleep paralysis are the male incubus and female succubus, demons said to lie upon or beneath their victims, engaging in sexual activity with them as they sleep. These nocturnal visitations were often blamed for the sensation of paralysis and chest pressure. In medieval Europe, many believed that these demons would visit at night and their malevolent intent would render the individual immobile. Throughout Western history, sleep paralysis has been a topic shrouded in fear, fascination, and astonishment. Yet this phenomenon is not limited to any one culture or region. Indeed, reports of these chilling sensations have permeated societies across the globe. In Zimbabwe, the Shona people interpret the immobilization and choking sensation associated with sleep paralysis as a spiritual attack, often signifying that the affected individual has been chosen by ancestral spirits to become a traditional healer. In Arabic culture, sleep paralysis is often linked to the presence of jinn, supernatural beings mentioned in Islamic texts. When an individual is unable to move upon waking, it's believed that a jinn is sitting on top of them, restraining their movement. Among some indigenous North American groups, sleep paralysis has been represented as a warning from the spirit world, particularly if an individual has strayed from community customs. These cultural interpretations not only underscore the universal nature of sleep paralysis, but also shed light on human attempts to understand and cope with unexplained phenomena. These tales and beliefs, while diverse in their details, share common themes of immobilization, suffocation, and otherworldly presence, reflecting the universal human experience of this perplexing sleep phenomenon. In contemporary times, the anxiety and terror experienced during sleep paralysis has taken on a new form with the emergence of a figure known as the Hatman. The Hatman is a shadowy entity consistently described as a tall silhouette wearing a wide-brimmed hat. This dark, faceless specter has been reported by countless individuals across different cultures and regions, typically appearing during episodes of sleep paralysis, though some have claimed to have witnessed him while fully awake. Disturbingly, his presence is often associated with a feeling of profound dread or malevolence. Accounts of encounters with the Hatman share remarkable similarities. A looming, inscrutable figure, often said to be cloaked or wearing a trench coat, whose defining characteristic is his pronounced hat. He is usually silent, simply observing, though some individuals report feeling as though they're being studied or even judged. While many paranormal activities can be relegated to cultural or regional mythologies, what makes the Hatman particularly intriguing is the consistency of reports from all over the world. The ubiquity of these accounts has led to various theories regarding his nature and intentions. Some believe he is a supernatural entity or demon, while others posit that he may be an interdimensional being, an extraterrestrial, or even a manifestation of collective human fears. So how is it that people from diverse corners of the globe provide strikingly similar accounts of the nightmarish visions associated with sleep paralysis? From a scientific point of view, to fully grasp the mystery, it's crucial to dive into the intricacies of the human sleep cycle. Sleep isn't a monolithic state, but is rather a series of phases, which include rapid eye movement, or REM, and non-REM stages. It's REM sleep that plays a central role in sleep paralysis. During this stage, our brains are almost as active as when we're awake, and this is when most vivid dreaming occurs. An essential feature of this phase is muscle atonia, where major voluntary muscle groups become paralyzed. This paralysis is nature's mechanism to prevent us from acting out our dreams, which could be harmful. However, sometimes a person can wake up before this paralysis ends, leading to the terrifying sensation of being awake but immobilized. This mismatch between cognitive awakening and muscle paralysis is the core of sleep paralysis. Several external factors can increase the likelihood of experiencing sleep paralysis. Sleep deprivation, inconsistent sleep schedules, stress, and certain medications all have been linked to a heightened risk. Additionally, individuals with mental disorders such as anxiety, depression, or post-traumatic stress disorder might be more prone to these episodes. During an episode of sleep paralysis, the brain is in a unique state, hovering between consciousness and sleep. In this vulnerable position, it might misinterpret external stimuli, leading to hallucinations. For instance, a slight draft could be felt as an eerie touch, or a coat hanging on the door might appear as a shadowy figure. This misinterpretation, combined with the brain's tendency to weave narratives, especially when in the REM phase, can lead to vivid and terrifying experiences. While understanding the science behind this eerie phenomenon may help to demystify it, for many who experience sleep paralysis, the event can be profoundly disturbing. The potent mix of immobility with the often terrifying hallucinations can lead to feelings of vulnerability, anxiety, and dread. The fear of a recurrent episode can even lead to sleep avoidance, exacerbating feelings of daytime fatigue and general malaise. While it is a benign condition, its psychological ramifications can be significant, especially for those unaware of its biological underpinnings. The phenomenon of sleep paralysis is a chilling cocktail of paralyzing stillness and haunting visions, whispers of the mind's enigmatic and dark capacities. For those ensnared in this nocturnal grip, blending the cold logic of science with age-old myths might offer a flicker of understanding. Yet in the twilight zone between slumber and wakefulness, dread continues to reign, reminding us of the eerie mysteries our minds are capable of conjuring.